Okay, so van life update. I'm out here in Fort Bragg, California. What I'm learning now is just how vital it is to find a good place to park at night to sleep. I thought I knew what I was doing, but the other night, my first night here, I came out to the meditation center. It's actually a monastery now, which is pretty cool. But I did some research before I got out here, and it said, oh yeah, anywhere in Fort Bragg, you can park on the road for 72 hours, you're good to go. So I said, okay, so I park in front of the meditation center, and it's out in the country. I mean, there's houses around. Each house is on probably 2 or 3 acres at least. And so I parked there. It's about 8 p.m. Don't make any noise. I fix my dinner. I start eating. And this woman walks by. And then she walks by again. And then finally, like 20 minutes later, she comes up and knocks on the window. And I'm like, oh, hi. What can I do for you? And she says, you know, it's very unusual for someone to be parking here. And I was like, oh, you know, it was the first time for everything, you know, don't be afraid to try new things. She was just being hostile for some reason, and I'm not on the road. It's a turnout. It's like, it looks like it's designed for somebody to park there, basically. And she keeps like hinting that she's uneasy about me being there and doesn't want anyone parking there. And I just kind of kill her with kindness, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I mean, it's great to be here. And she says, you know, in this neighborhood, we look out for each other. That's what kind of neighborhood it is. I'm like, that sounds awesome. Like, that sounds like a great place to live, you know? So I keep trying to like disarm her and deflect her with kindness. And eventually she kind of either gives up or I convinced her or something, and then she left. But at that point, like, I'm already sensing some hostility about being there. And I didn't sleep very well that night because every little sound, I thought it was maybe she complained to another neighbor who was going to come and do something or mess with me, or maybe it was going to be the police or something. So, you know, every 20 minutes or so, I would wake up and just be like, well, what was that sound, you know? And then I ended up getting up at like 4:30 or 5 and leaving after going to bed at maybe 10:30. And I probably only got 2 or 3 hours of sleep that night. And then, you know, now it's 2 days later and I'm still feeling that. So I thought I was done with her. And then the next day I go to the monastery and I'm talking to the monks. We sit together and we talk, and it was nice. And then eventually he tells me that that she apparently called them and complained about me. And I don't know what there was to complain about. I was totally quiet. I didn't make any noise. I left before anyone in the neighborhood got up. I didn't leave anything behind. I don't know what there possibly was to complain about. But he kind of smirked and he told me that I guess she watches a lot of murder mysteries and got spooked or something. But anyway, the point is, now I really have to be careful and plan ahead about where I'm gonna sleep at night, because I really can't afford to have bad sleep. I mean, I'm still working, I still got my day job. So last night I found a great place to sleep. I went on iOverlander and there was this sweet turnout. There were like 3 other people parked there. It was great. So now what I'm doing is I'm strategizing ahead of time where I'm gonna sleep. Like, first thing I do in the morning after I get ready is plan where I'm gonna sleep that night. So I'm headed to my spot right now. But I think between staying out of the heat, so the first thing I learned is like van life and heat don't mix at all. You gotta get to more temperate climates. But then the problem is all the van lifers are leaving those hot places and coming to a more temperate place, and then you might encounter a place that's hostile towards van lifers. So you can't really win. Yeah, that's kind of like the double bind that you're in as a van lifer. So I'm learning. I'm 6 weeks in. I'm getting better at it. All right, thanks for listening. See ya.